careers and driving success. Less pay for women as wage gap widen in Malaysia. Petronas fuels women empowerment through leadership roles. Breaking the mold, how Petronas is championing diversity and inclusion in oil and gas.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nameera Ayumi binti Fakaruddin, and today I will assist you through the effect of misogynistic recruitment on women in oil and gas industry. Gender stereotypes and gender stigma are the main causes of gender inequality in Malaysia. Words such as feminine, tough woman, and coward are outcomes of stereotyping and prejudice that causes discrimination towards women in the industry based on perception and expectation. Unequal treatment and harassment faced by these women in working field also has not yet been solved, stated by Commission in 2020. Apart from that, some oil and gas companies had neglected the need of social protection policies that are applicable upon female employees. Common types of discrimination faced by these women in the working field are likely to be biased upon civilization, cultural, economics, political, and human rights. Misogynistic and discrimination refers to the unequal or biased treatment of people in society based on their gender, which subject matters continue to grow and worsen globally. This matter has become an obstacle to achieve more positive and productive environment as stated by Singh and Bakar 2020. Gender discrimination often occurred from an early stage such as in high school where STEM-based subjects has been conquered by male students. This stereotype was later extended into the workplace, reported by Han et al. 2017, especially in the oil and gas and other male-dominated industries.
These are a few findings upon gender discrimination towards women in oil and gas sector. More than 40% of women surveyed have faced discrimination at work because of their pregnancy, according to the survey. 20% of women surveyed say they were pregnant, leading to rejection or withdrawal of a job application. A study on American women's experience of gender discrimination and sexual harassment found that many American women not only face serious gender discrimination in the workplace, but as well in many fields such as healthcare, higher education, and the legal system. This pattern worsened in the workplace, especially in science and engineering, where only 1 out of 7 engineers are females. Other than that, reported that women in the STEM industry often face issues of sexual harassment, whether verbally or physically, or in some other forms that may jeopardize their careers. One study reported that 24% of the female employees experienced sexual harassment.
The outcomes of these inequalities. Glass ceiling is one of the common implications faced by female workers related to their career movement. They often struggling with getting promotion and higher position in the leadership roles. Other than that, More than 40% of women surveyed has faced discrimination at workplace causes by women's nature of pregnancies, childbirth, and child raising. Mistreatment not only in terms of positions, but also in terms of payment, which reported in the Stars 2025 that women usually get paid less than men while the roles and duties are equivalent. This causes the wage gap to be widened and worsened. It is obviously unfair for any woman who suffered the roles of breadwinners, since they are carrying the same burden as men who got paid more compared to them just by gender bias. Initiatives has been made. World leaders founded the United Nations Charter in 1945 with the basic concept of equality and non-discrimination, later implemented worldwide. Policies implementation should be undertaken immediately to ensure gender needs, such as women's empowerment and work-life balance. It is also crucial to be monitored to make sure there is no lip service, which is known as verbal without actions. Therefore, companies need to realign their vision to close gender gap with the Sustainable Development Goals provided by the government, SDG 5, which emphasizing on gender equality. Initiatives by the government to increase the participation of women is by applying law requiring business to report on the Gender Diversity Index to track the representation of women on boards, in leadership positions, and at other levels of employment. The implementation can be seen through the window of patronage, which always centralize diversity and inclusion in their working field. The government also founded a Women's Advisory and Consultative Council to monitor and advise the government on developing laws pertaining to women's issues, stated by Ministry of Education Malaysia in 2016. As we come to the end of this topic, we can conclude that by addressing this matter of fact, gender stigma and stereotypes can be reduced by promoting gender equality within and between countries to achieve a sustainable development worldwide in near future. This research hopes for a continuous awareness spreads upon gender discrimination to motivate potential leaderships amongst women, whether in oil and gas industry or other male-dominated field. That's all from me. Reporting to you, Nameera Ayumi binti Fakaruddin.